Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video I'm gonna show you the ultimate free-to-play team for Chimera. It is not like I'm gonna show you fusions 3 years old and tell you to use them and then call the video free-to-play. No, we are going all the way in and just taking champions that are literally for free. You can obtain them by playing. There are missions out there and everybody can get this team. There shouldn't be any complaint about the champions that you see right here. I know maybe Lamasu and Marius are not so easy to get, but everybody can get them. So this is the ultimate free to play team and it took me a lot of thoughts, thinkings, frustrations, so it would be amazing if you press that like button for me to let the algorithm know that I exist, you know, all those good things, and especially just to make me happy. When I see a lot of likes, you know, I get especially happy. But let's jump into the run. We got a full squad of people that are obtainable. Lamasu, Lydia, Marius, Scyl of the Drake, yes, because I wanted some heal in here, and Arbiter, because I wanted some revive in here, some speed boost. But there's one trick behind all this. The gear requirements isn't really the easiest in the world, I get it, but I was making myself the challenge. How can I make this team going well in here just by using free champions everybody can get? I'm kind of sick about the I don't have this Krisk, I don't have this champion, I don't have, that's about the Chimera content that you see. You do a video, 90% are complaining, asking about replacements, and this time there should not be replacements in here. Like, of course, you can replace some champions like Scyl and Arbiter. They're kind of dumb in here. But what is the trick? Why does this actually work? Because we are going for a full resistance team. Everybody in here has a certain resistance that they can resist everything. So we don't need, like, for example, block debuffs. That's why I'm able to put an Arbiter in here. If you have something else that goes in the Arbiter spot that does Terminator increases or just anything basically, you can use them in here. Just replace them, have a block debuffs ready, and you maybe don't need that. But I want to show off that this is actually possible just by playing the game, getting the things that you want to have, and it's not so crazy intense if you have resistance. And I figured it out for myself. Like right now, I'm pretty hyped about resistance teams because they seem to be so smooth. You don't need block debuffs anymore, and that was one of those things that is not so available for everybody. Like a Duchess or something has it, then a Pythion, but maybe Pythion doesn't fit too good in here. So, what did I do in this team? I manualed just a tiny bit. Every time I went into a transmission, into another phase, I just stopped the run, holding back my decrease speed, like the Lydia skill and the Lamasu skill basically, to get as soon as possible decrease speed out there, decrease defense, everything, set it up, and then I'm good. And that's all I did. And in a certain phase you will see that the resistance wasn't actually that great, because something kind of, it was a panic moment for me. But you will see what I mean in a second. So we go full resistance in here, but Lamasu is really intensely good in here because you will decrease resistance and accuracy of the boss over time. That means maybe in the first 5 turns you will get some debuffs or something. That shouldn't be a problem too much. But wait, I lost the I forgot what I wanted to say. God damn it. Wait, what was I trying to say? Ah yeah, like first five turns of the boss, maybe you get some debuffs, but later on the accuracy of the boss got so lowered that it's not so hard to put out those resistance values anymore. So that's basically it. And you see it right there. It's not, we have some heal, we have enough Terminator boost, we have 2 revivers in here. If something like, if Marius dies right now, no problem, there's always one reviver in there that can actually do it for you, no problem. So the team, I really do like it, and I enjoy the resistance part. Probably I go a little bit more for it, that I think about some teams that have a little bit more resistance in it, and you are able to do something like this. Like, hey, come on guys, these champions are free for everybody. Let's talk about the run in a little second. the boss will transform. And woo, I was panicking because for some reason, you will see what I mean. It didn't go quite so well as I wanted to, but let's get the boss in transformation and then you will see what I mean. And yeah, I don't know what to talk about in here. The gear requirements are not the highest in the world, but also not super low. Of course, you need resistance, you need some accuracy, but you don't need protection sets anymore or something. You can just use protection, not protection. You can use perception gear or whatever you have with resistance, accuracy, and some speed and some survivability. Shouldn't be such a problem if you're not so specific on gear sets. Like if you gotta have that in protection sets, you may be like, oh, I need that much on resistance and that much on accuracy while having the right pieces for... No, you don't need that anymore. And no, oh, that was hurting so much. I was like, what the... All my champions got their buff stolen and they're on resistance. And I was like, how is it even possible? Like, for real? But you can see I clutch it up. But usually you don't even get your buff stolen, and if you get a couple buffs stolen in here, that isn't so important because you have Marius and you can just steal it back. For this phase, I just recommend hold Marius' skill back so you can just steal if something goes wrong and then just continue. But right now, I actually needed to reset my Scyl of the Drake, that she gets a turn, heals a little bit so the poison doesn't kill anybody, and I kind of clutched it. Yes, I did it. So even when something goes wrong in here, it's not totally game over. Maybe I just glyph out my HPs and my defenses and all that a little bit more on these champions right here. And yeah, so it is not game over. We can clutch it easy. Like not easy, you know what I mean, you know. But usually, you shall see later in the second round we come around, we will actually not be in that danger. And again, we got some buff stolen from Lamasu, I think, but if you have resistance, there's still the 3% chances, or maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. But if you just get your buff stolen on one champion, for example, then it's not so hard. The boss, the ultimate form, is not gonna hit that hard. What we did again, holding back our skills to just set it up when the boss is transformed, to get it, the decreased speed out there and everything a little bit fast. I think it kind of got resisted or something right now. And then press the auto button again until I see on the skills up there that the last skill, like the... The skill that has a 1 right now is used right now, and then I just unauto the thing usually. Wait, why didn't I unauto? Unauto! Old Bronco, come on! Do it! Oh. I think I just let it go. Yeah, okay, it was the RAM form. There is not so many special requirements. I just want to get it done. You can still get some trials done on this form, but I don't care too much. The one with the accuracy is really easy, and maybe there's something else that I could do, but I wasn't actually focusing on trials. There is some potential in here. Of course, there are replacements, like replace Scyl of the Dragon Arbiter with something else, and you should be fine. You can focus a little bit up on some other trials. That's what I mean. If you don't have anything, use them. If you have anything better, like let's say Pythion instead of Scyl of the Drake, then use Pythion in that spot. If you have instead of the Arbiter, I don't know, another reviver that does more for you, use them. Just use them. And yeah, so we transformed back, we did hold our skills back, and then press the auto in a second again. Like, let's be for real. Bronco, come on. I think so, yeah, okay. So we are on auto, and that's basically what we do, because we have a lot of resistance, and the boss cannot provoke us and everything. So it was so much better if I don't have to care about block debuffs. There's a lot of things going on in this run that can actually really put you in danger. Stuns, provokes. If you get provoked and you have under 50% HP, you get 2 turns of provoke. You get 2 or 3 turns of decreased speed. If those things doesn't happen anymore, the game is kind of easy. You just build up a routine, go in there, and then just do whatever you did all the time. So we hold up back our skills. I guess we did it. I didn't pay attention too much, but yeah. Marius get killed in here. Almost. But we have 2 revivers, so it is actually not so important if he's super duper survives or not. So we can just revive him up, there is no problem. So yes, alright. It's on auto again, and let's bash the boss. Bash him! Yeah, to be honest, if you get the stats right, and you use it. This team can work on full auto. It's just the way you place the decreased speed and the decreased defenses and stuff, they're maybe not so good. But you can use this on auto if you have like a 6-star Marius with Crusher and Rend. If you, I don't know, have basically if you have a better Marius that does more damage for you, then you can probably do this just full auto and don't care anymore. Of course, there's some risk in it, like the Viper form that you saw. It could go funky and then you just have to restart, but since you do it on auto, then it wouldn't bother you too much. You just press the button again and you know what I mean. But I recommend not auto, just optimize it. Just go in there, press a couple of buttons and you should be fine. Like you see right now, there's not too crazy things going on. Just waiting for it, setting up debuffs. And there's another thing that you might didn't see right now, but Lamasu is mostly refreshing Marius skills. He is second in order, Lamasu is first, and since we don't get most of the time no debuffs at all, Lamasu is always putting that skill on Marius so he can fire his max HP skill on auto again and again and again. That's why resistance is so cool. Like for myself, the first time I'm using a full resistance team for a free-to-play team, and it makes me happy. I see that and it's like, hey, damn, it's so powerful. What the hell is going on? Like, I want that a little bit more. And yeah, Lamasu makes it way more easier. That decreasing of resistance and accuracy helps so much. Your resistance should be 550 without Lamasu. It's a little bit high, I think. Yeah, but if you can just use normal gear, it should be totally fine. But with Lamasu you can go 450 and most phases have 400 resistance. There's one phase that has a little bit more, that needs 50 more. I can't quite remember which one it was, but that's it. And then you need your accuracy, speed and stuff, but that's what we farm for. Let's be for real, come on. This gear can be farmed in every dungeon. Like you get a resistance chest with speed and accuracy. Oh, that one is good. Let's roll it up. Let's see where it goes because it could help me in my Chimera. I think resistance is the matter in here. That will be the non-plus thing besides maybe Xenas or Finer. Like the usual super broken stuff by itself. Yes, we all know that it works, but I think for other teams that are not the most stable things in the world, you put resistance on them and you can build a really good team. I like it. I really do like it, man. Like this team is kind of... I was so happy when I thought about it and everything, like, yeah. And also shout out to like my Discord and stuff. We talk in there so much that it inspires many people and also inspires me sometimes. Like some good buddies are like, hey, I use this team, but I use resistance. And I'm like, hey, let me try it for once. And then I got something like this. It's amazing. So thanks everybody who's just be a part of the community. Let's be for real. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have that much fun. So big shout out to you guys. In a little bit, the run is over. Nice. Nice. So damage is really cool. Like, I have nothing against it. There will be one part where you might be like, oh, Bronko, I thought it's free to play. But hear me out. I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit. So, let's finish it off. Come on. Nice. No, I really like it. This is completely... You can get every single champion of that. And the Chimera is most of the time, you do a team, it does insane damage, people are like... It does insane trials, and people are like... in the comments, because it's just not happening for everybody. Not everybody has the neck mode. That is super important. And they ask like, hey, can I replace the neck mode? And I'm like, sorry buddy, no. But in this one... everybody can do it. Like, there is no reason anymore to not do it. Farm your Lamasu, farm your Marius, Arbiter, Scyl, Lydia should be kind of... you should do it by standard. And those two, Marius and Lamasu, are really crazy. You should get them. But let's go into the stats and everything. I hope it's not too fast, because I still need to catch. Like, yeah, that's Marius. Yes, and that's where people probably are like... oh come on, I said it's you said it's free to play, but hear me out. I was just lazy. I really was just lazy. I'm telling you, Merciless is even better. Get more ignore defense, and also you get more attacks just by doing your attacks, and you get your refreshes. But my set was almost there in my Slayer set with all the resistance and everything. So I thought to myself, hey, make it easy for me so I have a better time to showing off for you what is going on. Like I can put a Merciless set in here, but I just need more time. And since this is on the test server, we don't have an optimizer there. It is stressful and I don't want to do it. Sometimes I just want to have a relaxed time. So I kept him in there. He is in, yeah, of course, Slayer. And he got some good stats. That's what I mean. If later on you replace Arbiter and Scyl of the Drake, these stats maybe are not so. You can put up an increased resistance or something for another champion or something, and then everything will get a little bit easier. But Scyl of the Drake and Arbiter are kind of, yeah, not helping too much in a certain scenario, yes. But replace them too. I tried a little bit around, and those two weren't actually that important. They do a good job. Don't get me wrong. They do perfectly what you need. But there are better ones. They are simply better champions than this. So yeah, he's resist, and I put a relic on him just because of laziness. I don't have an optimizer, so I put something on him with resistance. So I pushed that a little bit more. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, forgive me for that. I put something on them to make it a little bit easier for me, but with the optimizer I could go on those stats just by having those stats. Like just by having the answers easily handed to me. He's in Cruelty, and Masteries are like this. Helm Smasher to get more damage out of there. Let's go to the next one. Arbiter, I need to kind of, the video is fast forward. So, and here we are. We have normal gear. Perception. Speed! That's the nice part where I'm like, hey, that feels amazing. Just use any gear that you have. Get on good speed. Get on the resistance. Arbiter doesn't need accuracy. In our team, she really doesn't. And just go for it. Easy. So, stats are like this. The relic right there. Everybody can get that. I think everybody gets one of those. They're like, they throw it at you all day. And yeah, also Cruelty, that kind of makes not so much sense. She's a 4-star, Marius is a 5-star. But later on, if my Marius would be crushing Rent on a 6-star, then she would be the Cruelty for me. So yeah, masteries are like this. We have Life Drinker and War Master, so we get some heal, and we got the mastery where we place some buffs and we get even more resistance. So keep that in mind when you build your champions. Everybody who does a buff, give that mastery to them so they get just more resistance, and it's really good. I also have that mastery all the way on the bottom in the defense run that gives you turn meter when some of your teammates get critical hits. That really helps. Like, you get more turns. Like, who doesn't like more turns? So yes, there was... Wait. That was a little bit too quick. So that's Scyl. Yeah, I did that in the wrong order. Scyl, same, Life Drinker and War Master, and it's basically exactly the same. Having resistance, those are the stats. Yeah, we got the book again, and we got... Yeah, she doesn't really have accuracy too much, but we got Brimstone on her, so just... Why not? Just... Maybe the 3% happens sometimes, so maybe there's something better, but yeah, I just took that. Alrighty. So, Lydia. She is still in a protection set, but again, I was just lazy. She had something that had kind of quite okay-ish resistance, and then was just like, give me some pieces that have some resistance. But you can learn something about it. If you have protection in those stats, you can use other damage dealers, like Quintus, for example. He's also free to play. And then you cannot use Marius, and you can just use Quintus. Have a lot of protection sets with those stats, with resistance and accuracy. For Lydia especially, she needs accuracy. And then you can just have more damage for your damage dealer by a protection set. But that is really not so easy to get. That that is also for me like, whoo, if I get like 4 protection sets with that high speed, that high resistance and accuracy plus survivability, I don't know. But I was able to do it once, I stuck to it, I was like, hey, why not for a showcase? And basically those are the stats. We do have a magma shield right now, out of laziness. You probably think to yourself, I can build a set that has kind of that speed and all the resistance by not using protection. It probably would be easier, but I was just lazy, put something on her that has a lot of resistance just by natural, and that's basically it. I was just lazy. Brimstone, because she has an accuracy, she will land that thing. Really nice. And basically the same. We have War Master, Life Drinker to keep her alive. And the rest is exactly the same as the other support champions. So, Lamasu. Alright, okay, let's talk about the stats first. Yeah, here are the stats. The book again, because we get the meter effect from our Arbiter. Arbiter is actually really good. Like, hey, see, there's 2, what's it called, her meter increase skills that maybe you can use like Merciless and Reflex and get it done even better, you know? And that's also a part of this thing. You can use them all in Merciless and Reflex if you have the stats. That makes your run even better, you know? All the skills are more frequently available for you, so yeah. And we do have nothing here because we don't actually do have anything. And yeah. Yeah, the masteries are like always. For the preset, I didn't actually catch it. That is kind of a annoying thing. But for Marius, it is always the A2, priority number 1. For Arbiter, is the revive on priority number 1. And then the turn meter boost on priority number 2 in all stages. For Scyl, it's priority number 1 for the revive in all stages, and that's basically it. Lydia, priority number 1. Okay, you hold back your skills anyway, kind of. Priority number 1 is just her A2. And for Lamasu, priority number 1 is the A2. And priority number 2 is the A3. I should have just catched it and make a quick little clip about the preset. Yeah, but it's not so hard. Let's be for real. It's not that so hard. You know what is going on right now. And yeah, that's basically it about the free-to-play team that again everybody can get. And I really do like it. I hope you like it. And yeah, that will be the end of the video. Make sure to press that like button. Really would help me out. Subscribe if you haven't done already. You probably will miss something if you don't. And yeah, have a nice day.